I cough or anything. I've been incredibly sick for the last few weeks, and my cough medicine's not working for me. Cycle doesn't work. Okay. I've only been out here a few minutes, just long enough to get my camera equipment and everything set up, and weird flashy lights are already happening. That's cool. I haven't really decided what it was I really wanted to do while I was out here, because I don't want to make a whole lot of noise, being that I'm sitting out in a graveyard at night by myself. I don't really want to draw too much attention, but it's generally pretty peaceful and quiet over here, for the most part. The city still seems to be awake. We've got some cars going by. Sorry. I left my drink in the car. I'm going to go ahead and start that timer now. 50 past the hour. Alright, I'm testing out a little microphone just in case the new one on my camera doesn't work very well. Like I said, it's really quiet out here, so I can hear pretty much everything. I'm kind of glad that it's pretty much full moon tonight. It's overcast and everything, but I can still see pretty well. That does not stop me from feeling like every large headstone is a person walking around in the cemetery. Awesome. Ears, we are Goth Pikachu again tonight, because it got some good responses. People seem to like it. So I just screwed up my audio there. Well, naturally, every time I want to film, my allergies go nuts. If you suffer with allergies, thumbs up down there in the comments. I feel your pain. And I apologize if I start babbling. It's just to distract me from the fact that I'm sitting out here by myself and I have limited visibility. I keep hearing some voices off in the distance, and I don't know if they are neighbors or of the more spiritual variety. Sitting out here, I got this little EMF guy with me just to see if we pick anything up while we're sitting here. The microphone keeps falling. I did not think this through. And this time is going to drag because I'm by myself. Yay! Some help. I guess I could use this time to talk a little bit about some other things that I've got planned video-wise. There are a lot of Catholic and Protestant grave sites in the cemetery, so there's a lot of Mary statues. And I keep swearing they are people. They're about human size, too. In fact, there's one right there. Excuse me. I've got a couple of local haunted history videos planned that I was planning to try and film while I'm out here tonight, if I can make it through these 15 minutes without getting thoroughly sketched out by everything I'm hearing around me. And the lights that I keep seeing off in the distance. But in this very same cemetery, we've got the graves of both Mary C. Molly McCoy, who is the infamous Pensacola madam, one of the first recorded madams to own real estate for herself and to beat the court system. And we've also got Railroad Bill, or a man named Morris Slater, who was a railroad robber and freight heist gang leader back in the 1800s. That has got to be somebody that lives over there. But he was thought to be nearly invincible for the 6 years that he reigned terror on the area, and he was also interred here in St. John's Cemetery. It happens to be pretty large, but they made it pretty easy for you because the sites are so historic that they've actually got plaques out front. It makes it a lot easier to locate them than it was locating the graves I wanted at Whitmire. All I have to do is shine my light around and look for the plaque. I hear footsteps and I don't see nobody. EMF meter is not going off or anything. I'm still getting a 0.0 reading, but the temperature is going up. So that's a little bit interesting. It's the longest 5 minutes of my life. Also thinking about putting some game content onto my channel at the request of my daughter and a couple of my friends, sparked mostly by Pikachu. Somebody is quacking. Quacking? Okay. Anyway. That was different. I don't know how to feel about that. Thankfully, the lighting system I'm using is infrared, so it is invisible to the naked eye. So if anybody does happen to walk up, I've got a little bit of an advantage and I can grab my stuff and run. And my car's not following me. Something using the microphone. What's that? Probably just the people who live in the area. And we're gonna go with that. Anyway, a few people requested that I do some game-related content with my channel. It was inspired by the fact that I wear a Pikachu suit in most of my videos. And I'm a child of the 90s. Born in the 80s, grew up in the 90s, so I grew up with Pokemon and the like, and all of the Game Boy games. A little bit of childhood in there never hurt anybody. And that's finishing off. Sorry, the clacking has made me a little nervous. There's a strange reflection behind me, but I'm fairly certain I'm alone. And if I'm not, I happen to know somebody who lives across the street, and I haven't spoken to them in a fair amount of years, but if somebody shows up, I may haul off towards their front door. Because I am succeeding in creeping myself out. Still no EMF hits. I also also have to remember this is a fairly popular cemetery for paranormal investigators and such, given its age. Some of the oldest graves here can date back to almost the 1700s. And there's been said to be quite a bit of activity around here. That lightning. I think a street light just came in. People have heard disembodied voices, seen orbs, as well as full body apparitions wandering around. No need for special equipment to catch it either, it's just right out there in the open. There's a lot of history buried here, and several of the graves remain unmarked. Several were unmarked until very recently, found on survey. Man, I'm sketching myself out. Somebody can help. Ten minutes down. I'll be alright. I can do this. I'm seeing all kinds of little flashy lights and honestly what looks like orbs moving in the distance. Can't say I've ever seen an orb with my naked eye before, but I may have just seen one. I'd like to do EVPs out here one night, but in the interest of having a long enough session to maybe get some hits, I will definitely be bringing somebody with me. In my younger years, I was fairly comfortable being outside in sketchy locations by myself at night, you know, young, invincible, etc. That is no longer the case. That was a very loud crunching sound. I don't see anything. Yeah, Molly McCoy and Railroadville may have to wait for another night. I really want to get more content put out there. I want to get more videos filmed. I want to push this channel to the point that I reach monetization and I can turn this into an income, because my current schedule does not allow me to have a conventional job. Because nobody has a shift for the hours I've got available. So that's my hope for this is a car. My hope for this channel is to be a source of income for me in the future. I've always wanted to be able to make money doing something that I enjoy, and I enjoy this when I'm not by myself at night. These cars are sketching me out, man. I have also realized that I have yet to actually introduce myself in one of these videos. So, by the way, it's nice to meet you all. My name is Mandy. I've been using the name mandihazard on the internet for probably like 15 to 18 years now. So I'm probably just going to stick with that. It fits, it's comfortable. It's second nature. I am seeing shadows moving around. Where's that crunching noise again? I'm glad I didn't go for 30. You guys can't see it in this video because the IR torches don't reach that far. This cemetery's actually got a large gatehouse at the main entrance. It also houses its chapel. Don't like noise. Metal rattling or crunching off to the side. I need to put like wires in these guys so they stand up. I hope that was a cat. I know the wind is blowing, and I'm sorry if that gives some audio interference, but what is it blowing around over there? Wow, it's very sad. I'm using my microphone. If you guys see anything in the background behind me, by the way, of course, comment down below. Let me know, because I'm about blind as a bat right now. I'm having a very hard time seeing the screen or what's moving immediately around me. I posted up here by my gargoyle friends because they're supposed to be for protection, ward off the evil spirits and such. The temperature has actually dropped by 3 degrees since I've been here. I do believe I have hit my 15 minutes. I have thoroughly sketched myself out looking around out here with the shadows that I'm seeing. And dude that was quacking. Or whatever that was. Yeah, as always, like, comment, subscribe, hit all those fun buttons. Help me reach my goal. My next immediate one's going to be 1,000, or 1,000. Yeah, the end goal is 1,000 and more. So right now it's 100 subscribers. We're getting real close. If you like what you're seeing, if you like seeing the goofy Pikachu girl doing some paranormal investigating and eating hot and spicy things, possibly playing some video games, oh, subscribe. You'll see more of it. You'll see more of me. Birds are asleep right now, aren't they? Oh no, man. I think I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for watching.